You sure?
You look good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who? I thought I saw Laura here too.
I left my phone in. No, I was going to call him.
Commissioner Machuro in the room somewhere?
We'll send out the rescue party, sir. The search party.
Yeah, search and rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start the meeting a little more respectfully.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, let's start the meeting. Antonio, let's just do it. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'd like to call the monthly board meeting Monday, September 9th, 2024 to order. Please rise. Chaplain Chitwood isn't here this evening, so there were 6 firefighters that lost their life this month, so I'd like a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, having opened that meeting, we are now going to call our tentative millage and tentative budget hearing to order. And I'm going to have our treasurer read this.
Thank you, sir. 1, this hearing is to adopt the tentative millage and budget for 2024-2025. 2, the tentative millage of 1.9466 per $1,000 will be 12.7% more than the rollback rate of 1.7266 mils. 3, the reason for the increase in millage amount over rollback is A, increased personnel services, wages, and insurance. B, loss of homestead exemption. And C, supply chain issues. 4, the total ad valorem taxes generated from the millage of 1.9466 will be $33,767,426. Net taxes will be $32,569,728.96. The tentative general fund 5, the tentative general fund budget for 2024-2025 will be $53,553,799.52. The tentative impact fee budget for 2024-2025 will soon be $200,000. 6, do we have any public input on the millage rate or the budget submitted for 2024-2025?
Okay, seeing none, we need a motion to adopt and approve the tentative millage rate of 1.9466.
I'll carry that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. We need a motion to adopt the tentative general fund budget of $53,553,779.52.
So moved.
Also, it's all in one motion. Adopt the tentative impact fee budget of $200,000 for fiscal year 2024 and 2025. We got a motion. Need a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that concludes that part of the meeting. We'll go back to the regular agenda. The mayor would like to get up and say a couple words before we get started. Mayor Rick Steinmeier, welcome.
I'm just glad to be here, and I'm proud to be your mayor. It's such an honor to be in the city of my dreams. My family moved I had family in Bonita since 1948, and we paid a lot of taxes, but we've developed quite a beautiful city, and we got the best fire department in the whole state of Florida, as far as I know. So thank you, and keep up the good work. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Also, I'd like to point out a couple of distinguished guests. Councilwoman Laura Carr, Councilwoman Jamie Bogaz. Thank you for coming. Did I miss anybody? Okay. All right, we need a motion to approve the August 12, 2024 regular meeting minutes.
So moved. Yes, so moved.
I have an amendment.
I'll second.
I have an amendment.
You have an amendment?
Yes. According to the minutes, it says that I was absent at the last meeting, which I was, and it also says that I adjourned the meeting, which I didn't.
Good.
One or the other is not right.
Well,
We knew you'd do it.
we got a girl. She's going to fix that. Otherwise, we approve those? All in
Yes.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, approval of 2024 financials and current expenditures, ACH payments, acknowledgement of financial report, acknowledgement of wire transfers and transfers between accounts. Need a motion for that.
So moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I also need a motion, separate motion for the purchase orders over $10,000.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chief, did you have something to add there?
No, I just didn't, I was getting ready for a question for the vest. They were out of date, and we had to do it. It was unexpected.
I know we
thought
discussed,
had a
we did
10-year
discuss
life
that at the
expectancy.
last meeting, I think it was, but if anybody had any questions on that. Okay, now the best part of the meeting. Presentations of the Phoenix Awards.
So presentation of the Phoenix Award, as you know, with Deputy Chief Eric Madden retiring and using up his time this month, in his absence, we've got a special guest in the audience today to have him do it. It'd be our Medical Director, Dr. Benjamin Abo. So he's going to do the Phoenix Award for us tonight, be his first one, for us. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Abo.
What's that? Yeah.
That's what I said.
I'll keep this short for as long as I can. Absolute honor. I'm Dr. Benjamin Abo. I'm the proud medical director of Bonita Springs Fire Rescue, here to talk about the Phoenix Award for this one. Phoenix Award, for those of you that don't know, represents coming back to life. This is a successful resuscitation of cardiac arrest. It's something that we've been doing for a bit, and we're going to continue to do. Obviously, being the Phoenix, it represents something very, very dear. But not only that, we're not just a fire department, we are fire rescue. We work alongside law enforcement, our transport agency, Lee County EMS, and all of this together based on, of course, my protocols and training, but a lot of things that we've progressed in doing. You know, medicine overall, EMS is very young. And we've been making a whole lot of changes and updates, and actually this call in particular highlights some of those changes that we've done in the protocols, our training, the training that was put into, and all that very successful. There were a lot of things, you know, you could say, and especially where this is over in the poker room, so the cards, the deck was stacked initially, but the cards that were dealt were definitely change of hands. So with respect to that, I'm particularly proud of everything that went into this. On this day, I believe it was back in May, May 25th, a gentleman was not looking very good and went into cardiac arrest, witnessed by the bystanders. Immediately they called 911. An AED was procured, and bystanders did start doing CPR. And we had multiple units arrive on scene and confirm that it was in fact a cardiac arrest. The teams not only did stellar, high-quality CPR, which is a basic tenet of what we need to do, but we also delivered tremendous amount of advanced medical care to augment that important compressions in the CPR. This involved airway management, multiple medications, changes to our medications that we, not very long before this, did we put all this training out. High-quality CPR, CPR feedback with our new monitors and updated monitors, dual sequential defibrillation where when someone needs to be shocked so many times and things aren't working, we'll actually add a second defibrillator to be used at the same time, or quick succession. That's why it's called dual sequential. This gentleman had received a number of shocks and ultimately was transported to the hospital. And of course, not only did we get pulses back, but the person was able to be discharged in good neurological outcome. This is what we want. We want neuro recovery level 1 or 2, where they're basically paying their taxes again and an active member of society. So I'm very proud of this. And, you know, when you see the list of people here in a short moment, you know, everyone had an equally important role, and it all came together based on the heart and the skills of everybody and the training that they fell back on in this critical environment. And that's what we do. We don't get paid for what we do. We get paid for what we are prepared to do. So kudos to everybody. And for those that were on this call, I have from Lee County EMS, Dustin Anderson, paramedic. Jeff Kerr was our EMT. We have Robert Millhouse, Noah Leskin, Brandel Tillman, Jesse Cottrell, Roy Brown. Did you have these in a particular order, or am I making it?
They were in alphabetical, but that's all right, we'll make it work.
Well, my paper's not in alphabetical order, so there you go. Chief Greg Harrell, Ryan Francis, Robert Day, Kyle Waltermeyer, Eric Del Pozo, and that's everybody. And as they're handing these out that were in alphabetical order, again, this represents a lot of people, but not also that, those that weren't on scene, all the training that it all fell back on, our ability to provide this type of medical care because of our resources. Thank you all, commissioners and mayor and everybody, for being able to do this. This is not the first, but it's definitely not the last. So I'm very proud of it. And again, everybody, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Abel.
You should be up here.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know what the door was, business.
Judy's still out on that one.
Absolute pleasure.
I'll take everybody to you. Now I'll hide back here.
Wait, one more.
You want to start at front? Come on. All right. That's the key?
That's the key. I'm glad you're here.
Sir, would you like to say anything?
Not really. They did a pretty good job, I think.
I think so.
Was it that bad of a poker hand?
I went back to the $800, so it wasn't all that bad.
So that's wonderful. I will say I do want to apologize on our behalf because I do know that one of the first complaints that you had when you were sitting up in the chair in the hospital room was that your chest was sore from the compressions. You're welcome.
Great about that.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doctor.
I would like to,
Good job again, Ryan.
to know what happened. Were you guys all eight or eight?
Congratulations to all. Thank you, Dr. Abel. We're going to take a short recess for anybody that doesn't want to stay for the rest of the meeting.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know.
Oh, nice.
So is the doctor always?
No.
He's the medical director.
Yeah, so, okay, so he kind of does
See ya.
his.
Thanks.
He does quite a few fire departments.
He signs off on a.
He does all the
paperwork.
training.
Yeah.
No.
That's pretty cool.
Well, that's what I want. I want to confirm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What you got?
This is from Black Stallion.
Who's this Black Stallion? Is that a whiskey?
No, it's me.
I was like,
What
I don't
is,
know this
um,
Black Stallion whiskey. I want some.
Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow, the vice president in charge of
Look at that.
public safety for TICO is going to be at the lunch.
What lunch?
Just need to reach him.
Oh, I didn't sign up for that. Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay?
Yep, perfect.
Public affairs, public affairs and seafood.
Okay, let's call the meeting back to order. Commissioner's business. Apparently you have some.
I do. If it's all right with you, I'll
Absolutely.
start. Thank you, sir. All right, as everybody here knows, we've been dealing with TICO for quite some time, and I took it in my own hand and said, hey, I'm going to get the information we need, because when it comes to our guys' safety, our men and women, there's two things we put aside: no shortcuts, no politics. And I was like a dog with a bone, because I know you've been dealing with this for almost a year.
Right.
Almost a year. And I got the runaround, and it was so bad that I maybe made 25, 30 phone calls, couldn't get anybody on the line, went on the website, started looking at different names. There's probably 30 individuals that are in management. I finally got hold of one, and there was a 20-digit number at the very end of the call. You couldn't leave a message. I wrote down the 20-digit number. Inside there, I found the area code for Tampa, called that number. No one answered. I left a message, and here's what I said. It's Commissioner Maturo from Bonita Springs Fire Control and Rescue District. It is an emergency. I don't want to get the governor's office involved, the Attorney General, or the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to get a warrant, but we need this map. So all I want is the map, and that's just what I said. 5 minutes later, I had a phone call from the head of Florida, and said, what do you need? How can I help you? And I got the map here. Not only that, but he's coming in to talk to Chief DeWitt. Whatever he needs, carte blanche. This man couldn't been any nicer. It was very, very difficult to get a hold of him, but everybody's got a copy of it. I would like to see, per the chief, every battalion chief have them in their car, these maps, and they're gonna help us with whatever we need, carte blanche.
This doesn't show shut-offs.
Yeah, I think that, go ahead, sir, I'm sorry.
They're going to do that in person with you because of Homeland Security and security problems. This was emailed to me.
Okay.
But he's coming in and he's going to talk to you and your administration
All right.
at your convenience. And he wants to talk to you, too, about the difficulty, because it was a nightmare. I just called blindly. If I didn't leave that message, we wouldn't have this now. So it's going to have everything we need, and we can have those in the cars, so if our men and women are out there, they know where they're at.
Yeah, we can put this as a PDF and put it in the battalion chief's vehicle as a
Beautiful.
PDF.
Load them onto those iPads.
Yeah, we'll load them onto the iPads and to the PDF. And like I said, to Commissioner Lohan, you know, we know where the lines were at. It's the shut-offs is what the issue was, but we'll talk to him about that when he reaches out.
Commissioner Murphy has something to add here.
Tomorrow at the luncheon, which the chief and I will be at the Hyatt,
Correct.
is the State of the Region. One of the featured speakers there will be, key speaker will be Luke Bazard, Vice President of Regulatory and External Affairs for People's Gas of TICO. he's going to have my business card. I will meet him tomorrow.
Are you going to that tomorrow?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah.
This is a great start though, because now at least we know where they are.
Well, we got
The line.
Chris
Well, we did
Fossey
know
is
where
the
they
guy
were.
Chris
That's in
Fossey.
charge of the
Okay.
state, and he's going to be meeting with you and will help you with whatever
Gotcha.
you need. One of the biggest problems and obstacles to overcome was Homeland Security. All this is governed by Homeland Security, where these things are, but they're going to tell you as the head of this
Gotcha.
district, and you can get
We'll
that
put it
out,
out.
disseminate that to your men.
Well, also
and women.
with that guy that's in charge of safety tomorrow at that luncheon, you two guys can
Yep.
hook up with him, which would be great. Thank you. Anybody else have anything? Okay, need a motion to approve the disposals report?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Old business, we just discussed Tico. I know that's old business. Is there anything else that we need to bring up?
The only thing I would bring up under old business is Commissioner Materno and myself had a conversation after the last meeting about the heat index, and I've also talked to Dr. Abo about it. So the heat index was, Commissioner Materno and I talked about it, and it's in line with what we like. Dr. Abo said he's fine with it. The only thing he's going to add to our policy, or our policy on it, is how to rehydrate yourself. It's just not all, as soon as you get done, start drinking liquid IV or whatever it may be. Start drinking with water, and then over time, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, rehydrate based on sports medicine. So he is going to make those recommendations to us.
Thank you. Any new business? Well, moving on. Chief?
A couple things on my agenda to let everybody know. September 11th ceremony is obviously on Wednesday. It will be at 5:30 at Station 1. We'll have some light snacks. Our keynote speaker is a gentleman named Tommy Burke. He was at September 11th when it happened. He was in the Bronx when it went down. He was there. He helped for weeks and on end, so we're going to hear from him. He's been a good friend of ours. He came here with the Tunnels to Towers back when Hurricane Ian hit. He spent months here helping people from the American Legion to the VFW, to tearing that out, to helping firefighters around the region with what they do. So he will be here on September 11th to speak. The other thing is September 26th from 4 to 6 is the Business After Hours. It's at the Sports Challenge America, which is right by the old dog track, right next to where the poker room is. So if you want to go, it's September 26th again, 4 to 6. So let Anna Marino, myself, and Chief Schmidt will be traveling up to Pennsylvania to look at MSA. They've got some new features on their MSA packs, so we're going up there along with North Collier, I believe, Estero, San Carlos Park, and another fire department in the region. So we're there 23rd through the 25th, I believe. I do want to thank staff for a job well done doing all the budget this year. Our budget changed a lot from last year. From this year, we had to look at some different things with, our esteemed property appraiser taking away our homestead exemption. We had to do some hurdles. change
That was a
some things.
significant amount of money.
It was
That's-
about 1.5
I want
million.
that to be made perfectly clear. That was a significant amount of money.
1.5 million over this year and 1.5 from last year, so we had to recoup some of that. As I did talk about at the budget workshop, the restaurant sale did fall through, based on a couple different things. The person was unable to really secure finance to our liking, so it is back on the market. So we haven't had anything substantial come through yet, so I will keep the board apprised of that. But the positive is, we don't have to rush to sell it. We're not making a payment on it. As Commissioner Murphy said, tomorrow is the State of the Region for the Chamber of Commerce. It's at the Hyatt tomorrow at September 10th. I think it starts at 11 o'clock.
Maybe 11:30?
11:30.
Registration, yeah.
At 8:30?
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
uh,
Oh, it is at 8:30?
is it 8:30?
It's like 8:30 to 1:30.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought.
my, we would have missed it.
Yeah, because I thought it was a luncheon. I was told it was.
Day
a
late
luncheon.
and a
You
dollar
are gonna
short.
get lunch.
We were told it was breakfast.
Oh, well, thank you. So we'll be there at 8:30.
City's
Thanks,
got to keep
Jamie.
us straight.
Can't sleep
And
anymore.
lastly, we need to set the date for the final millage, or for the final adoption of the budget. So I know we talked about it at the budget workshop. I just want to confirm it with you, with everybody, I believe.
Well, we didn't confirm it because we were something about the advertising.
No, we'll make the advertising work, just, I know that Commissioner Kissinger will be out of town, so she's totally out of play, and I think someone else had an issue with it being on, we originally talked about that Friday, but then I think we moved it to Thursday. So what is?
I thought we had Wednesday as an option too, didn't we? The
Yes.
25th?
Yeah, 25th.
Is everybody okay with the 25th?
Sure.
25th at 5:01?
Yeah.
Of this month?
Yes. And again, barring anything catastrophic, crazy happening, that should be a 3 to 5 minute meeting.
Right. That it?
Yeah, that would be it. Probably Chief Broad will be the one that runs it, because myself and Chief Schmidt will be out of town. We'll just be getting back from MSA. But between now and then, obviously, I'll change my flight if something catastrophic happens and we need to change it.
That's 3 minutes of your life you're never going to get back.
Chief, I got a
Yes, sir.
question for you under Commissioners, or your business chief's report. When do you plan on filling Chief Madden's position?
It has been advertised internally, so the final day for applications for that internally is Friday, February 19th, or not February 19th, Friday, September 19th. So that and Lisa's has been advertised internally, and they both are that Thursday, Friday, 18th and 19th. And then for Mike Picard, it is this Friday.
Thank you.
Anybody over here got anything to add to their reports or anything they want to say? Any public comment? Seeing none, I would like to congratulate Chief DeWitt for his appointment. He's been on this board, but he's been named as chair of the Emergency Medical Services Advisory Council for the state. So,
Thank you.
again, good work. Thank you. Okay, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
You're here.
Thanks for coming.